Smartthings has gone a long way since our initial review over a year ago, and from its start at Kickstarter. Just after our initial review in August of 2014, Smartthings was acquired by Samsung. Since then, they've added support for a bunch of new things and launched their version 2 hub in September of 2015, which was unveiled at CES in 2015. So the new version 2 hub has a few notable upgrades. It can last up to 10 hours on 4AA batteries. Just keep in mind to replace them after an outage, as the batteries are not rechargeable. Unless your router is on UPS or backup power, the hub functionality will be limited, such as the motion sensor can turn on a siren, but if you send the alert, there will be no internet access. However, a notification is sent if the hub does go offline. The updated hub also has 2 USB ports for built-in future expansion. I hope Smartthings offers support for cellular backup, such as USB modem from a local carrier, as many of their competitors have in an event of an outage or if a burglar cuts the cable line entering a home. It is also beneficial for those who have a second home that they'd like to monitor without paying a bunch of money for internet access. Bluetooth is also built into the hub, but it's not activated. That's something SmartThing can work on in the future. As part of the Samsung acquisition, the updated hub supports the Samsung SmartCam. If you've seen my other videos, you'll find that I'm very interested in various surveillance cameras, so I plan on testing out the SmartCam as soon as I can, but it's out of stock right now because of high demand. I've been using the version 2 hub for about 4 months, and overall I've had a pretty good experience with it. However, it started off with a few minor problems. When I initially received my hub was in a batch that was defective, so I was unable to activate it. I reached out to the support team and a replacement device was quickly sent out. I'm very pleased with the SmartThings support team. They're very knowledgeable and can solve the problem. You don't get any of those template auto responses. I especially like the live chat feature as it speeds up the process, so I hope they soon provide 24/7 live chat for all SmartThings users. For existing SmartThings users, a migration tool is promised to make the transition from version 1 to version 2 easier, but as of this video, that hasn't come out yet. I had to manually remove each device and smart app from my old smart hub and reconfigure almost everything onto the new hub. The processes didn't take too long, maybe a few hours. My initial hub was defective. I had to wait on the replacement to arrive before reconfiguring my devices. And in that time period, it became a little weird having to turn on a switch when walking into a room without it automatically turning on or having to manually lock my doors before leaving. But my troubles were soon at ease when my replacement hub arrived. The Smartthings app was also updated. It has a new interface and features. Smartthings also wants to function as a home security alarms. They rolled out Smart Home Monitor. It allows the setup to be a lot easier and allows integration with professional monitoring companies such as ADT and Scout. However, for $20 a month, I seriously expected Smartthings to provide cellular backup as well. I also like how they provide the ability to create rooms for better organizations of connected things. They also built a family tab that allows one to quickly see if someone is or something is currently at home, and surprisingly the presence sensing works well and I'm alerted if someone arrives at home or leaves. Just make sure to leave Wi-Fi on as it assists SmartThings geofencing. I also have my SmartThings put my Nest away when my family leaves and back to home when someone arrives. However, as the Nest thermostat reports presence, it appears under the family tab, so I would like to have the ability to remove it. I'd also like to see official Nest integration. Currently, SmartThings has a bunch of users that are willing to build bridges with other devices. They've done a great job providing integrating with Nest thermostat and Protect and other devices I use, such as keypad that is actually made for Iris. It can be used with SmartThings with a custom device called SmartThings Users. It's not difficult to add the smart device either. It's a matter of simply copying and pasting the code other SmartThings users wrote. SmartThings can perhaps make this process easier by implementing the smart apps into their own app, so users don't have computer access to access the IDE. Moreover, I'd like to have the ability to provide custom access, so I can provide a friend with the ability to control a room, not my entire house. Same goes with notifications. I want my family members to have custom notifications. Also, as you recall from my previous SmartThings video, I integrated my SmartThings hub with my garage door. Though it still works, the connection between the multi-sensor on my garage door and relay connected to my opener is separate, so the garage open and close status is separated from the garage control mechanism. Though it's not a big deal, I find this is making integration worse. I believe that this would be because of UL regulation, so I can't really blame SmartThings as they're now offering with the LiftMaster MyQ. I also found the app to be slow at times, crash, and not update to the device status. However, I've found SmartThings continues to improve and become more reliable, so it only hiccups now about once or twice a month instead of once per week. However, the average consumer would not be as accepting and willing to troubleshoot, so I hope SmartThings continues to resolve these issues. These problems are not exclusive to SmartThings alone, and none of my other home automatics are either perfect. Even my Nest app has bugs and has trouble connecting to Nest servers at times. Perhaps the Android app is more trouble-free as Samsung engineers are probably assisting the app development, but I only have iOS devices, so I can't say much about Android. Regardless of these minor issues, I still recommend SmartThings, and it is one of my, if not my favorite, household automation product. As far as my setup goes, as you recall from my V1 Hub review, I had a couple of multi-sensors for security, but my primary goal was to control my outdoor lights and fountain. The batteries on my multi-sensor are running, so battery life is excellent. However, the batteries on my present sensors need to be replaced 2 or 3 times a year. Perhaps the new updated versions will last longer. Since my initial review, I added several more things, primarily for the purpose of home security. I added a couple of multi-sensors, the invisible Z-Wave door sensor from Strips, which has an incredible range and functions outdoors. I also added Z-Wave door locks from Schlage and Kwikset, which work great, an outdoor multi-sensor, and Aeon, which reports motion, light, temperature, and humidity. Along with a siren that is also made by Aeon, I also integrated my Nest Protect and Harmony Elite remote as well. I linked my reviews of these items annotated in the description, so check those out for additional information. As far as my setup goes, the hub simply alerts me with a push notification and a siren if my door is open or motion is detected while I am asleep or away. My SmartThings automatically enters away mode when all mobile devices leave and return to home mode if someone arrives. As I mentioned earlier, the SmartThings community created an integration with the Iris keypad, so I simply arm my system at night using the keypad and unarm it, thus to return home mode in the morning. I can also do this from my iPhone. My garage door lock also locks at night and away mode and unlocks it at home mode. I also create integration with Harmony Elite mode, so my TV turns on if an intrusion is detected. I would like SmartThings to build dedicated range extender as well for the Z-Wave and Zigbee platform. This would be greatly beneficial as my home has many steel arcs and firewalls that reduce signals from passing. For instance, I need 6 access points for optimal Wi-Fi signal throughout my home. Overall, no other automation system can provide such customized integration, and despite the minor issues I faced, I already really enjoy my SmartThings system, and I'm sure that the support team is working on incredible integrations to come in the future. Just at CES, they announced integration with Samsung TVs, fridges, and also with BMW. Please subscribe and like if you enjoyed this video and are excited about the future of SmartThings. Pricing and additional information is located in the description, and feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions or if you found this video confusing.